What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. Today we're going to be doing the top 5 biggest, most common mistakes that you make in the Contest of Mayors. For you guys who are new to the Contest of Mayors and you don't want to make these new mistakes, trust me, this is definitely the video y'all are going to want to watch. For those of you guys who have not yet subscribed, make sure you do so. I put videos out weekly. Anytime you put in a video request, I will probably get that video up within a day or two of the request. Anytime you guys need advice, you can message me on Discord or Facebook. You can join us on our Facebook page, SimCity Build It, MissyAnne. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this video. Top 5 biggest mistakes that you guys make during the Contest of Mayors. Okay, y'all better know what the first one is. Y'all don't take screenshots. Now, maybe you guys don't take screenshots because you don't know the significance behind needing to take the screenshots, or you don't understand what you would use them for after you take the screenshot. You need to take a screenshot of the top and bottom of your list, and I'm going to show you guys kind of why that is. So, every time that you complete an assignment on this list here, okay, it opens up possibilities for other assignments. For example, if I complete the launch VU, both the launch VU and the Omega are of equal value. Okay, they both have good opportunity and they both have the same value possibility, meaning they can both be worth 3,000 points. They're both at their highest value and they both have the chance to bring a good assignment. However, that does not necessarily mean that you can pick one or the other and have it be the same beneficial. It doesn't mean that it's going to be as beneficial to pick, let's say, either or, right? So in this case, Omega has a higher rate to come back, and it typically comes back worth decent points. So opening up that possibility first would be better than doing the VU. But let's say that the VU was attached to a really good doorway. Maybe you've worked that doorway for 14 assignments, right? And the Omega doorway has not been good to you. Then the VU doorway would actually be the better option. So the way to know what doorways are good is to go back through and look at what tasks have been previously done. I did a doorway video yesterday, so you guys definitely check that out if you're kind of confused on what a doorway is. But it is extremely important when it comes to the Contest of Mayors that you take these screenshots. It not only helps you understand where you went wrong, what mistakes you made, notice patterns, locate doorways, and it'll help you if you end up coming to me for advice. Then I'll be able to say, okay, this is where you went wrong, this is what you need to work on, yada, yada, yada. The screenshots is the #1 mistake, okay? You can't get help, you can't learn, you can't, nothing without them, all right? And 99% of people that come to me for help don't have them. Not unless there's somebody that's in my group. You know, I'm talking about new people that come to me for help. Okay, the second mistake that you guys make is you move too damn slow. Like way too slow. Slower than molasses slow, all right? Speed is everything in the Contest of Mayors. Now, some of y'all might hear that and think, oh, she's crazy. You know, you don't need to go that fast. I just lollygag all week, la-da-da-da-da, and I finished top 10. Well, first off, you're not trying to finish top 10. You're trying to finish first, okay? That's the whole point, right? Now, the reason that speed is so important, 1, you have assignments that are only able to be done at certain times. For example, war assignments can only be done during active war. So depending on your club's war schedule, you'll want to make sure that you are following your war schedule. For example, we start war 12 hours before the Contest of Mayors begins, so that at the start of the contest, we're able to go ahead and do those assignments immediately if they need to get done. Then you have your day and a half of war, and then you have your 12-hour downtime until the next war begins. By the time the first war is over, you should be to the point where you're at the streaks. And you don't start streaks until about 20 tasks remaining. So you need to finish 40 assignments within the first 24 hours of the contest. Now, that's actually pretty easy to do when you know what you're doing and you immediately go from one assignment to the next. For low-level players, this is extremely important because you guys do not have enough factories to complete a factory assignment in one round. For example, if you get a feed task for 6 hours worth of downtime, that's one round, right? But if you get a feed task for 2 rounds, that's 12 hours of downtime. If that assignment comes back even one more time, that's 24 hours of the contest that went to 2 assignments. That doesn't include sleeping, eating, working, whatever. So then, if you spend all week on the contest of mayors and barely manage to finish by the last day, you not only risk failing the streak, you risk losing because you didn't move quickly enough. You also let your opponents know that they have a chance. They have a chance at winning. When you put up a lot of points all at once, you know, like within the first 24 hours, most people won't even try to beat you. They're going to be like, you know what? Fuck that. Not even going to bother. But when you drag it out and you keep milking it and you keep making them think like, hey, you may have a chance here. Oh, wait, there's 5,000 more. Oh, 10,000 more points. Now that they're invested, they're not going to not. They're just going to be like, you know what? I've already put in too much work. I'm going to try. And they may beat you just because of that alone. Okay? Then you have to consider you don't want to have to make point sacrifices that you didn't need to make. So let's say that you get a 3600 launch legendary assignment, but because you dragged your feet, war is over and you can't do it, right? So now you have to do something else. Something else you wouldn't have had to do had you went a little bit quicker. So you have to make a sacrifice on your points that you did not need to make before. Maybe you have to call in the monster for cash to try to do that assignment. Maybe the monster doesn't have a legendary attack on it and you just wasted a bunch of cash. Or maybe now you have to cancel, which you wouldn't have had to cancel otherwise. So you're costing yourself all these unnecessary troubles when you move too slow, okay? Next one. And this one is the biggest rule when it comes to why your points are low, okay? Every assignment has a rule to it. Every single one. It's in my CoM guide. All you have to do is click on the description of this video, scroll down in there, there's a all docs link, and it's got the CoM 2022 guide. Pick whether you're a low or high level player. And in that document, each assignment has a rule to it. It tells you what the value of the assignment is, what it can be worth. It tells you what you need to know about that assignment, the risk involved, and opportunity and all that. So what happens typically when people make a mistake is they read the rule of the assignment and they disregard what it says. For example, I had a guy this week that even though it says do not do any beach or mountain until you get to Mega, he did it. Totally disregarded the rule of the assignment. I mean, it doesn't get more black and white than that, okay? So then I had another guy this week come to me and say, well, I'm not in Mega. Can I do the mountain assignment? No, don't do that. Well, okay, now if I don't do the mountain assignment, then what? Should I cancel it? No. If you read the algorithm, if you read the CoM guide, it says right there that this has a high algorithm attached to it, right? If you cancel it because you can't do it and it has an extremely high algorithm or even a high algorithm, meaning a high chance to come back, then that kind of defeats the purpose of the cancellation. Canceling it does you no good if it only comes right back, right? Doesn't open up much opportunity there, does it? So follow the rule of the assignment and you'll be good to go. Had another guy if he would have opened his CoM guide, it tells you the order in which you should be rotating in your residentials. So let's say you have a 3K Omega, a 3K upgrade Green Valley. Which do you do first and why? You do the Omega first. Why? Because Omega has a higher algorithm rate. Got a better chance of coming back sooner. Obviously, there are other things to consider, like doorway, opportunity, you know, all that good stuff, downtime, etc. But essentially, you guys follow the rule of the assignment. When it says, do not do sugar, mark sugar no touch at this value or less, don't do sugar. That's another one that thousands of people have done. They come to me for help. I'm looking through their screenshots and I'm going, wait a minute here. You did your task assessment. It says right here, no touch on the sugar. NT, no touchy. Why'd you do it? Oh, I don't know. Because I was going to sleep. No. Why are we marking it no touch? It's not because we can't find the few hours to do the assignment. That's not why we mark it no touch. We mark it no touch because it has a higher chance of returning, and it will only cause more and more downtime. Lower your average and be back in your list, and possibly be back in your list for more points, causing a block on your next assignment. Follow the rules of the Contest Mayor's Guide. Follow the rules of the task, and you won't make half as many mistakes. Okay? All right. Tip number 4. People only consider value and opportunity. This is pretty much true for, I would say, 95% of people. They look at the value of the assignment, and they look to see if it's, let's say, premium, non-premium, at best, and then that's what they do. They just go with the highest value. Now, a lot of people think, well, this technique is too complex. I can get top 5. I can win without having to read all this nerdy knowledge and blah, blah, blah. The funny thing about those people and the statements from those people is they are typically between levels 30 and 55. And that is true. You can win easy in those brackets, because most people that have a level 30 to 55 city have complete garbage of a city. Most of them are sitting there with less than 300 space, minimal cash at best, and multiple regionals unlocked, little to no epic projects. Their city is just in complete trash. It's just in complete garbage state. It's total trash. So when most of your opponents have no idea what they're doing, and they all are dealing with a low storage capacity, they're all usually in terrible groups, it's no surprise why your leaderboard has a really low competition, right? And then even if you do get somebody who knows what they're doing, 1 week, the odds of them being in your leaderboard the following week is pretty much slim to none, because you guys are all upgrading at different rates, right? So they'll probably be in a completely different leaderboard the following week. Now, the problem with your technique with the whole, I just do my highest assignment and I don't bother doing anything else, is eventually that will not get you anywhere. Promise you. I promise you. By the time you get to, let's say, level 80 and up, definitely by the time you get into the 90s, you will not be able to win like that. You just won't, okay? People, the top, 10 people on a level 99 leaderboard all hit, right around 210,000 each week. Seriously. People lose within a few hundred points of each other. It's not all a cakewalk. By the time you get to people with level 99 cities, they're people that have max storage. They've been playing for years. They have an idea of what they're doing. They're invested. There's a lot of hackers in the 99 board that there didn't used to be. So, even though technically they say they can't hack the points in the Contest of Mayors, they have an unlimited storage, which gives them an advantage over you. So even though, you have a high storage capacity, they don't have to take the time out of their day to, let's say, hunt for stuff that you have to hunt for. they don't have to worry about VU items because they can just produce them in their factories. They don't have any trouble getting regional assignments done because they've got this unlimited storage with unlimited items to where they can just do all their, regional HQ shipments and upgrades with no problems. They've got unlimited coins, which makes it to where, they don't have to change up their production. I mean, they've got it really easy in that regard. So it's definitely a whole different ballpark when you play as a legitimate player than when you play as somebody who's got, the advantages of a maximum or a exceedingly high storage capacity. Okay, the fifth and final tip. The fifth tip for you guys who are doing terrible in the contest of mayors, you're wondering why your points are so low. Convenience. You're doing your assignments based on convenience. Meaning, you had a launch 3 VU and you had a repair for 2,000. So you had a launch 3 for 3,000 and a repair for 2,000. You already had the repairs ready, so you decided to do the repair before the VU so that you didn't have to launch after that. That's a mistake. Maybe you prepped glass for, let's say, 14, you've got a glass assignment for 1,400 and you get a feed assignment for 2,300. You've already got the glass ready, so you say, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and do the glass. That's convenience. Not a good plan, really. It does not help your matters any. It will drop your score significantly when you play like that. I've seen people holding maybe a 1,200 average at best when they play like that. You are given a very limited number of assignments. The goal is to hit as many points within those assignments as possible, and you can arrange your list in such a way where you increase the odds of getting better assignments and lower your odds of getting worse assignments. But when you play based on the highest value in the list and what's convenient to you, you will not get very far. You won't, okay? You might be ranking top 10 because you're playing with a bunch of losers, but I'm telling y'all, if your average is not 2,000 points or higher pre-streaks, you're doing something very wrong, okay? So, another tip, sixth tip, okay? Just a bonus tip for y'all. Stop doing the streaks too early. Too many people do that, okay? They want to get this jump on their points. I don't know why they do it, what they're thinking, but what happens is the game recognizes that points jump and it tries to even you out, okay? So the game usually runs you at a 2K average steadily. So typically, have you noticed when you do a 1,000 point assignment, you normally get a 3K assignment in return? That's 2 assignments done for 4,000 points. That's 2,000 per assignment, okay? You'll notice that, let's say you'll get a 3,000, a 3,000, and then a 1,000. That's 7,000 points for 3 assignments done, right? That's just barely over a 2K average. So the game will steadily keep you at a 2K average when you play properly. When you do the streaks too early, you get 48,000 bonus points on your streaks in Mega that you would not normally have. So the game says this person has way too many points too soon, and it just gives you garbage assignments thereafter. So it's not a good idea to do the streaks sooner than 20 tasks remaining. Now, the reason that we pick 20 tasks remaining is because usually in Mega you're using your tickets anyways, right? You can do them at 24 tasks remaining if you don't want to use your tickets. But typically you can go all the way down to 9 assignments remaining. That with tickets will allow you exactly enough to finish all 6 streaks, Okay? So those are the top 5 tips. Screenshots, speed, follow the rules of the assignment, people who only consider value, and convenience, and then strengths. All right? Good luck to you guys. Change those things, and trust me, you'll be doing a lot better.